What's going on YouTube? Crypto Matrix here, coming at you with another cryptocurrency stream. And guys, the price action is definitely moving around. We're getting price spikes all the way up to 11,300 and down to 10,800. We had one wick shoot all the way down to 10,600, guys. Let me know if you caught that dip. But guys, there's lots to talk about today. Ethereum turns 5. There's a big Cointelegraph meeting tomorrow. And if that sounds good to you, that's what we're going over today. Be sure to subscribe and like, and I'm going to dive right into the price action. Okay guys, so the Bitcoin price is still rising up. We're still on this channel. It's holding pretty tight to it, which is really nice to see. That means, that this is an actual trend that we can hold. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The touches are endless here. This is a trend that's holding stable. Now that being said, remember we did get a CME futures gap down at 9.8 to 9.6. Okay, so we could get a bit of a fill. We did get another gap at around 11,000 basically, so I think we're going to end up touching back down and touching that. But that might not happen in the near future. That might happen in like a month or something. We might get a little bit of a price moving up and kind of just going like this, just going up and down. So I think we're really fluctuating between this $11,300 level and $10,800 level, just kind of bouncing around, testing resistances constantly. And guys, that's a good thing, but we're remaining stable at around $11,200. So does that mean that we're bullish or bearish? Does that mean we're going to get a breakdown imminently, or does that mean we're going to get another push up and push through? Well guys, I'm leaning more towards a push down, and the reason for that is because we're remaining stomped out at around the $11,200 to $300 level, and we keep getting rejected by it. So for instance, rejected once up here, rejected twice up here. If we would get rejected here, it's a make or break moment right now. So it's like, hey, are we going to break through this and get up to 11,400 again and have an actual body of a wick up there and not just the top of a wick? Or are we going to break down and maybe think about touching some of these support levels down at 10,600 again, or maybe even just get a wick down there? I won't lie, guys. I had a buy order in at around 10,700 just in case we got another wick down. I was able to catch this one at 10,600 and got out literally at 11,200, guys. It's that simple, okay, guys? You basically place your buy orders at the support lines, and then at the resistance lines, that's where you sell. And if you can master that, that's exactly how you trade. And then you can perfect the longs and the shorts as well. But guys, that's what I think is going on with the Bitcoin price. I think that if we don't break up through here and get a strong body up around 11,400, that we're in for a little bit of chop, meaning up and downward motion. Now I think that we'll be fluctuating between the $10,800 level and $11,300 level, and that's just what's looking like it's going to happen. But guys, we definitely could get a big sell-off anytime. You know how Bitcoin moves. We have some volatility back in the market, so you can expect a 6 to 12% move these days when it happens. So if we get a move to the downside, it could be that large. And if we were to get a 12% dip to the downside, for instance, from where we are, let's just move it back here so I have somewhere to move here. But a 12% would take us all the way back down below 10,000 again, guys. So remember how much we've risen. Remember how much we can fall. Okay, guys, it's just a very realistic thing. Okay, guys? And guys, I want to talk a little bit about ZEC. Still moving up. Looking very promising. We touched up at this resistance that I've been talking about, that yellow line. Okay, bounced off it a little bit, but still remaining strong. The EMA 20 is highly above the EMA 55, and the Bollinger Bands have just widened. And again, the candles are above the middle Bollinger Bands. That's a very good sign that we're moving up still. And guys, this has been moving up since March, so if you got in on Zcash, you were just a very happy camper within the last few months. Anytime, you could have gone in at March, April, May, June, July, and you would be happy, guys, honest to God. So that's just a great coin to be in on right now, guys. I hope you guys are holding those bags strong, as the future is going to bring higher coin prices in Zcash. That's just for sure. Remember, guys, in the last Bitcoin bull run of all-time highs, we hit $800. Okay, $800. That is an 8x from where it is today. Okay, guys, so there's a lot of room to the upside there, so don't throw that out. And guys, I want to talk a little bit about Litecoin having a bit of a rise up. Okay, guys, we were down at $42, now up at $55. Guys, check that out. So a big rise going on in Litecoin as well. And if you guys have been watching Litecoin for a while, Litecoin's been in some trouble for a while. If we zoom out to the daily, all the way up at $400, all the way down to $27, up to 140, down to 40, up to 80, down to 20, or basically the same thing as Zcash, $22, very close, and now up at 50 some dollars. So getting multiple back-to-back 100% gains with Litecoin if you're in at the bottoms, guys. So that's just really awesome. And Litecoin is definitely an awesome coin, guys. If you don't know much about them, be sure to look them up and definitely get them in your bags. Litecoin is definitely an awesome coin. Guys, I want to talk a little bit about Electroneum. Okay, we're going to go to the hourly time frame. And guys, we broke out of that channel to the upside, and we touched out of it, touched that resistance that I've been talking about, which was a support. Okay, guys, but we still are breaking far off from this channel. So what needs to happen is we need to continuously kind of push up here. Now, what's a good sign is from the low here on the 28th, we have put in a higher low. Okay, so that's a good sign. So basically, if we can continue to move up towards this resistance and push through it, that would be a very good sign. And if you zoom out a little bit, we still haven't broken the lows back in June. Okay, guys, the end of June. So that's a good sign. We're very close to it, but I still think that we're in good standard. We're definitely, this is just healthy price movement, guys. It moves like this. That's just understandable. So, guys, you can't expect coins to just go right to the moon whenever something happens or when there's news or whatever. In the early stages with coins, it's a lot more of weeding out of hands than strong price movements to the upside. It just doesn't work like that. So I think that we need some good structure here and to build up further. And with a little bit of positive motion here, I think we could end up breaking this resistance. What we don't want to see, for instance, is a break of the support. That would be very bad. If we broke below that support, there's not anything holding us until right around 0.004. Okay, guys, so that would be bad. We could definitely have a big drop, per se, if we break this next support line. Okay, guys, so keep that in mind for my Electroneum guys and girls. There's just a little bit of chop ahead. There's a lot going on in the Bitcoin world as well, and Electroneum has a lot going on as well. So you got to think to yourself, hey, is this just healthy price movement here, or are we moving down? And I think this is healthy price movement. I think that we got that big spike up to a cent, and we haven't dropped below half. We haven't gotten a 50% runoff, for instance. We're very close to it. We're basically touching it. If we got down to 0.005, I'd say we're right at half. But I guess if you think we went over a cent a little bit, we're very close to half right now. But either way, we want to see the price continue to touch up towards this resistance here, guys, and that's what we need to see. We don't want to break down through this support. So, guys, that's what I think is going on with Electroneum. Hopefully, we're going to get a little bit of a bounce right here. What's not looking good, just other than the higher low, is the EMA 20 is dipping down towards the EMA 55. Okay, guys, so that means that we could get a little bit of a shot down to touch the support again. But with a higher low, we can hopefully say that, hey, this is going to bust through to this resistance and turn this back into a support, and that's what we need to see. And guys, I want to talk a little bit about Ethereum turning 5. So Ethereum turns 5, ETH price versus Bitcoin never recovered since 2018. So a lot of these other altcoins, like 2 years ago, had a big altcoin boom, and many altcoins are pumping right now, but Ethereum is still remaining pretty boring. We did get some really big gains in the last few months, and yes, bag holders are finally starting to get some rewards. That's only if you bought in basically at the bottom. Okay, so if you bought in since March, you're getting rewarded. But other than that, we're just entering prices like back when it entered onto Coinbase. Okay, guys, so there's still a lot of room for Ethereum to grow to the upside, but a lot of things have to go right for Ethereum before that actually happens. Okay, guys, so Ethereum is 5 years old, and ETH has surprised investors with a trip above 300, but compared to Bitcoin, the biggest altcoin is underperforming. As data from on-chain monitoring resource Skew confirms, ETH/USD as a percentage of BTC/USD remains far below its all-time highs. So Ether stays far from Bitcoin price share highs. As of Ethereum's birthday, Ether's share stood at 3.1% of BTC price. At its peak in January 2018, the figure was 11%. Okay, guys? So since the altcoin boom over 2 years ago, Ether has failed to reclaim much of its lost ground as Bitcoin took over the broader cryptocurrency market cap. So guys, Ethereum, that's why I don't talk too much about Ethereum, because it's definitely been very disappointing for a lot of people. Ethereum was something that was talked about for a long time to be the second Bitcoin, you know, and in essence, many people got in after the bull run and were very disappointed. You know, we're talking buying in the thousands here, or in the thousand basically, and losing all that money. We're talking going down to 99% loss or something like that. Big losses, guys. So basically only if you got in since March in Ether have you been making money in Ether. And those gains aren't like some of the other gains that are out there, like Bitcoin or even Electroneum or Chainlink, for instance. There's just many coins out there that are outperforming Ethereum, that's for sure. So ETH BTC stops dumping for a change, and ETH maxes go full-blown maniac. Blockstream developer Grubbles wrote on Twitter on Sunday, just recently ETH BTC was at Coinbase listing levels from nearly 5 years ago, guys. So basically, if you got in 5 years ago, you're basically right where you started, and that's what we call not a good investment, guys. That's not what we're looking for. When you invest something and you're in it for years, you expect returns, you expect gains. If you're not making more than 2% a year, it's nothing, obviously. Most people are making more than 2%, but say like you don't have your money invested in anything, you're losing 2% a year from inflation, and your money basically evaporates. So you really want to work on that. And guys, there's something going on tomorrow, which is a big thing in the Cointelegraph world. They say here, tomorrow don't miss our upcoming conference, Cointelegraph Crypto Traders Live. More than 30 star speakers, including Raoul Paul, John Bollinger, Mike Novogratz, Data Dash, and John Narharin will gather on July 30th to discuss the challenges of crypto trading. Join the show for over 9 hours of crypto trading content. And guys, here's that right there. Be sure to like and subscribe to that so that you guys are able to see this. And this goes live in 20 hours. Okay, guys, check this out. So that's going to be really cool. A lot of good stuff. I'm a big fan of Mike Novogratz. He predicted the last bottom at around 3,600 or so, and he was right. So I definitely think he's a good person to call. And his prediction for this year, which he made a couple months ago, is that we're going to end around 20,000. And guys, that would be very exciting and honestly blow my mind. Okay, guys, I'm not expecting to see that high of a Bitcoin price by the end of the year, and if it happens, I will just be blown away. So guys, be sure to check this out. And coincidentally, or not coincidentally, but check this out, guys. 69 likes, all right? My dad yesterday turned 69, so that's awesome. What a correlation right there. So very cool stuff. And guys, that's all I have time for today. Be sure to subscribe and like. And guys, if you haven't subscribed yet, do consider it. I am doing a giveaway for one of my first 500 subscribers. We'll get a Ledger Nano S just for subscribing, and all you have to do is subscribe to get that, guys. And I'll do that drawing live for you guys all to see. And guys, that's all I have time for today. Thank you for tuning in. I am Crypto Matrix. I'll catch you guys later.